Hey, good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing today? Hey, once again, this is Gregory Wiles coming live to you from Houston, Texas, with his inspirational morning walk. For first-time listeners, I just get some exercise in the mornings, and I just share my thoughts with you guys, whatever I'm inspired to talk about that day. I just want to say happy holiday, happy Memorial Day to all the folks in the United States who celebrating. Just hope you have a safe holidays. Whatever you do, just be safe and enjoy the holiday. Good morning, Mr. Husband Smith. How are you doing today? Happy Memorial Day to you. Yes, guys, so I'm just getting some exercise here. It's nice weather here in Houston. Nice, just early 70s. I get a good opportunity to do some walking this morning. All right, today what I want to talk about is time and opportunity. Time and opportunity, man. Time and opportunity. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at this little scripture, and then we're going to explain what this means. It's time and opportunity we can talk about today. But the scripture one I want to focus on today is Ecclesiastes 9, verse 11. Ecclesiastes 9, verse 11. And hear what it says. I've observed something else under the sun. This Ecclesiastes is unknown, the author is unknown, but they suspect from some of the language that is written by King Solomon, right? King Solomon. So he said, I've observed something else under the sun. The fastest runner doesn't always win the race, and the strongest warrior doesn't always win the battle. The fastest runner doesn't always win the race, and the strongest warrior doesn't always win the battle. The wise sometimes go hungry, and the skillful are not necessarily wealthy. And those who are educated don't always lead successful lives. It is all decided by chance. This is the NLT version. It says all decided by chance, by being in the right place at the right time, right? So he's saying here, the fastest runner doesn't always win the race, and the strongest warrior doesn't always win the battle. The wise sometimes go hungry. How come a wise person go hungry, right? And the skillful are not necessarily wealthy. People with a lot of skills and a lot of talent, and they're not wealthy, right? And those who are educated don't always lead successful lives. Those who are educated doesn't live all successful life. But he said it all decided by chance, right? By chance. And he said by being in the right place at the right time. So let me read the NIV version now. So the race is not to the swift. This is Ecclesiastes 9:11, same one. The race is not to the swift, or the battle to the strong, nor does food come to the wise, or wealth to the brilliant, or favor to the learned, but time and chance happen to them all. So what is scripture saying, man? What is scripture saying? Time and chance happen to them all. Time means we all get 24 hours in each day, right? We all have 24 hours in each day. Marcia Michael, good morning and thanks for watching. We all got 24 hours in each day. Whether you're a king, whether you're a man on the street, whether you're a CEO, whether you're a janitor, we all got 24 hours in each day. So the author of this here is saying, God promised all of us an opportunity. He promised all of us an opportunity. Remember what he said in Jeremiah 29:11, for I know the plans I have for you, right? Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope in the future. So he's saying, man, I give everybody the same amount of time, and I'm going to open opportunities. I'm getting everyone a chance. I'm going to give everyone a chance to be successful. Right? Because the plan he has for you, you have everything in you already. He said, but you got to use your time. How you use your 24 hours in each day is going to determine if you can get your success or not. You got to use your time wisely, so when those opportunities come along, you are ready to take full advantage of them. So that's what he's saying here. Time and chance happen to them all. Everyone got the same amount of time, and he's going to open opportunities for all of us. But we got to be ready. We got to use our time wisely to be ready and recognize those opportunities when they come along, right? Because the saying as the saying goes, hard work beat talent if talent don't want to work hard. Hard work is going to beat talent if talent don't want to work hard, right? So they're saying there's a lot of talented people, people with a lot of potential, but the skill just remain in the potential column. It never developed into that thing where it's supposed to be. It just stay in the potential column, right? Because they're unwilling to put in the time and do what it takes to develop that talent and the gift that they have, right? So as this scripture says, I like the NLT version, it break it down a little finer. It said the fastest runner doesn't always win the race. How much people we know with talent, but they don't want to do the work and train? But a man with less talent than you, training hard, putting in the work every day, and he's going to still beat you in that race. He's going to beat you in the race, not because he is faster than you naturally, but because he put in the work. When he was training, you didn't want to train. And the hard work is going to beat the talent if the talent don't want to work hard, right? They said that the strongest warrior doesn't always win the battle. The strongest warrior doesn't always win the battle, right? How much times you see in the Bible? Look, David killed Goliath. Goliath was this big, strong giant. But David comes spiritually backed by his God, right? He comes spiritually backed by his God. So the strongest physically don't always win the battle. They don't always win the battle, right? And he said the wise sometimes go hungry. I see people with lots of degrees and all of that's a lot of time. Lots of degrees, and people with less are much more successful than being, much more successful than them, right? And they said the skillful are not always wealthy. Again, you might have a lot of talent and a lot of skill, but you're not willing to put in the time and be disciplined. You're not going to get wealthy, he's saying. But your skill and your talent, how much people like do you know? The skill and the talent that they possess, they say, man, oh man, if I had a quarter of that, what I could do with that. If they only apply themselves, they could be, very successful. If they only apply themselves. So that's what the scripture is saying. How you use your 24 hours, how you use your time is going to determine it, right? It's not because you have the potential. And he said those who are educated don't always lead successful lives. How much educated people you see not leading successful lives, right? So this scripture is saying, man, look, God promised all of us an opportunity. He give each and every one of us a shot. How you use the time that he gave you to prepare and recognize those opportunities when they come. You got to recognize the opportunity, be prepared and recognize them when they come. Like, it's sad as it is, but this pandemic that we're still in was an opportunity for a whole lot of people to be successful, right? And sometimes we cannot fathom how he do things. Your opportunity might come due to a disaster, right? This pandemic, how much people lost their lives, how much people are suffering, but then on the other hand, they got maybe equal or amounts are celebrating because that was their breakthrough. That was their breakthrough. Anyone who had anything to do with the PPE stuff, look, all the funeral homes and all that, people who their profit margin just sky through the roof. All the people who making those respirators, and it's not only people who making that, who supplying the raw material for that and all of that kind of stuff, right? So, and people who doing some stuff we don't even know about. But were they ready when the opportunity come to take full advantage of it, right? People who making all those masks and all that kind of stuff, right? I know one guy, he always wanted to open his business and could never get the capital to do it. And one day he had an accident in his workplace and he lost a limb. And instead of him end up crying but the limb he lost, he take that insurance money and he opened his business. Opportunities can come, but are you ready to take advantage of it? And it can come disguised in all type of packages. But this scripture is saying, use your time, be prepared with the talent that you have. Keep working on the talent that you have. Be ready, because when the opportunity comes, you must recognize it and be able to take full advantage of it. I remember Will Smith was saying, Will Smith, you guys know Will Smith, the famous actor. Before he was a rapper, he started his career rapping. And he made a lot of money, but he didn't listen to his father. His father was trying to advise him about taxes and how taxes go. He he just spent out to carry his whole body, closed down stores. And anyhow, long story short, tax time come, he owed the IRS a lot of money. He said he didn't know what to do. All those friends left him. But he was working on the same script. Who remember the Prince of Bel-Air, right? And he said he was working on this script. And one day he went to a award show or whatever the case may be. I can't remember what was the occasion. But he was parked right next to a famous producer. And same time they came out to the cars together. That was his opportunity there. And he said he just had about 2 minutes, and he just pitches his idea to the guy. The guy gave him his card and said, "Hey man, let's talk about it. I like where you're going with this. Call me up and let's talk more about it." And that's how the Prince of Bel Air came about and pushed him into, stardom. Right? The opportunity came, and he was ready for it. He was ready. Number one, he recognized who the guy was, and he had something to offer him. Right? He was ready. Opportunity is going to come. Are you ready for your opportunity? For some of us, our opportunity might be tomorrow, but the question is, are you ready for it? Are you prepared? Are you using your 24 hours? Are you using your time right now to get ready for the opportunity? So let me read this one more time, and I'm going to leave it here. Ecclesiastes 9:1. I'm going to read the NLT version. I have observed something else under the sun. The fastest runner doesn't always win the race, and the strongest warrior doesn't always win the battle. The wise sometimes go hungry, and the skillful are not necessarily wealthy. And those who are educated don't always lead successful lives. It is all decided by chance, by being in the right place at the right time. But if you're in the right place at the right time and don't know it and are not prepared, you can't use it. So let me finish off with the NIV version now. He said, I have seen something else under the sun. The race is not to the swift, or the battle to the strong, nor the food come to the wise, or wealth to the brilliant, or favor to the learned, but time and chance happen to them all. All right, guys, time and chance can happen to us all. All of us got a skill, have some potential in some area, and we're going to get our opportunity. Just be ready and prepared and recognize that opportunity when it come your way, guys. Hey, guys, have a great day. And for the folks in the United States, have a happy and safe Memorial Day. Talk to you guys on Wednesday. Goodbye.